Yo, what's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? All right, so back with the Backyard Patio Chronicles. Stalker much? Guys following me around all day. Um, what's what's going on, everybody? All right, so I wanted to give a bit of a Bitcoin price prediction today. I haven't done one of these yet. I don't think I've done one this whole cycle, so I figured, let's do one because I keep getting asked where I think it's going to top. So it's not a bad time to do it, considering we're in a final leg over the next 5 months of this cycle. Figured, hey, what a good time to talk about a Bitcoin prediction. Now, some of you guys know my price targets for it already, um, but a lot of you guys don't. And as things get crazier and crazier, so too will the price predictions, right? Bringing everybody further and further from reality when it comes to where Bitcoin's price could go. It's already getting out of hand. It's already spiraling completely out of control with the expectations. So we're gonna get into it, guys. First, we're gonna talk about the last cycle, right? We're gonna talk about Bitcoin's price performance and stuff like that, and then we'll get into this cycle here. But before we do, quick shout out to the channel sponsor, as always, Decent Biometric Wallet. Not your keys, not your coins, guys. Simply use our link down below. Get yourself a fantastic deal. Keep your crypto in your own self custody. Keep it safe. You can swap on there, take profits on there. You can even stake on there and gain APY through the entire bear market if you want to, right? Get interest on your stablecoin while you're waiting to start DCAing back at the bottom of the next bear market, right? So my elbow was itchy there. So anyway, looking at the 2021 cycle, guys, right? Now, listen, you have to understand that things can get crazy very, very quickly, right? And as the price gets more and more crazy and more violent to the upside, so do the price predictions, and so do some of these content creators that don't really care what happens to you, right? Um, and I think a lot of it comes from a lack of experience. You're going to start to see a lot of people in crypto that have never been through a bull run before, never been through a full 4 year cycle, giving price predictions, right? How are you going to give a price prediction when you don't have experience? You've never even been through one full cycle before, right? But everyone seems to think they have it all figured out, right? And that is why 95% of new people in crypto either break even or don't make money, right? Because they end up holding way too long because of these unrealistic, unattainable price predictions. They believe it because they're new, right? And they're listening to someone that they figure, hey, this person has a YouTube channel and they're saying that they know what they're talking about and they're saying it with good conviction. So I think I'm going to believe them and I'm going to hold until it goes to this exorbitant price level and then I'm going to sell, right? But the problem with that is that it never gets to that level, right? The person who told you it's going to get to that level, they sold and took profits a long time ago, and you're left holding the bag for 4 more years until the next bull run. Happens all the time, guys, right? All the time. Looking back at the 2021 cycle, if you go back and, there's receipts out there, guys. Go back to any of the larger content creators' channels, some of the largest ones in crypto. I'm not going to start naming them off, but most of the largest ones in crypto, every single one of them was calling for a super cycle in 2022, right? The reasons for it were different. The justifications for it were different. Their conviction in how they delivered their message was exactly the same. Convincing, right? The problem is they weren't even close to right. And because of that, a lot of people lost a lot of money. Did they come on and apologize to everybody for their bad calls, for their bad price predictions? Nope. They just moved on. They didn't care, right? So the last cycle, what happens is recency bias. And I talk about this often. Recency bias can really damage you guys, right? Because a lot of new people coming into crypto, they've been here, if you've been here for about a year or something like that, you're hearing some of the price targets and you're like, yeah, okay, it's a long way to go from here, right? And anything below, I don't know, 300, 400, $500,000 sounds bearish to you, right? And I can understand why it would sound bearish, because right now it's like $117,500. So anything below like $500,000 sounds bearish, right? The problem with that is, again, going back to the 2021 cycle, the bottom of the bear market was about 3 grand, $3,200 in that range, right? Yeah, 30, $3,200 for Bitcoin in the bottom of the 2021 bear market, right? Now, when we got up around $50,000, we started going up to $60,000. The crazy price predictions started coming out. You started hearing people, like, again, some of the biggest channels in YouTube, telling you that Bitcoin was going to $150,000, $250,000. I even heard $1 million quite a bit in the last bull run, right? And naturally, people who came in the final year of the cycle, when Bitcoin was like $50,000, $55,000, they were like, yeah, that sounds like a good run, you know? Not realizing that at $50,000, it started at $3,000, right? So the return was actually phenomenal, right? So Bitcoin went from about $3,000 all the way up to $69,000. And when it got to $69,000, again, all the largest YouTube channels in crypto were telling you that it was going higher. Don't sell. That's what they were saying to you, right? A lot of people listened and didn't sell. That was the top of the bull run, right? Now, for anyone that came in the last year, year and a half, when Bitcoin was like 50,000 plus, right? For them, $69,000 doesn't sound like a very bullish run, because they started getting in at $50,000. Fast forward to today, right? Bitcoin is sitting at $117,400, $500 roughly, right? So when you start hearing people telling you, we're in the final 5 months of the bull run, right? We're in the last year of it. So you're starting to hear some of these crazy numbers coming out again. 300, 400, 500, 600,000, 700,000, a million, right? You're starting to hear these numbers come out, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse, right? The numbers are going to get crazier and crazier and crazier. And they sound realistic to you because you're coming into Bitcoin at 100,000 plus, right? So you're like, yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I heard about these crazy runs. Not realizing that in the bottom of this bear market, so if I tell you my price target for Bitcoin is only 150 to 150 to say $200,000 in this cycle, right now you're sitting there thinking, that's way too bearish, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. It's going to go way higher than that. It's already 117,000. It reached 118,000. How do you figure 150 to 200,000 is the only as high as it's going to go? That sounds extremely bearish. Au contraire, mon frère. At the bottom of this cycle, Bitcoin was only $15,000. 15, okay? So your recency bias based on where we are in the cycle right now is telling you that from 118 to 150 to 200,000 is not a significant enough of a return. It's too bearish, right? However, I would say to you, a lot of us got into Bitcoin at $15,000 at the bottom of the cycle, right? So if you're buying in at 15, 16, even $20,000 at the bottom, well, guess what? 150 to $200,000, it's not bearish at all. In fact, it's pretty close to on par with $3,000 to $69,000, right? That's a big, big return. So now think about $15,000 to $500,000. Does that sound more realistic to you? Right? It sounds realistic when you're talking about $118,000 to $500,000. However, we're not at the bottom of a bear market right now. We're not at the lows, right? Bitcoin has been running this whole cycle, right? So my price prediction for Bitcoin is around $150,000 to $200,000. And I know that for a lot of you, like I explained, probably doesn't sound very bullish. But here is the silver lining for those of you who are holding altcoins. The good thing is that this whole cycle has been pretty much just the Bitcoin show. altcoins have not even started, for the most part, to make their move. So you, as a primary altcoin holder, still have a massive, massive altcoin run ahead of you, right? So while the returns on Bitcoin might not sound incredibly bullish to you, your return on your altcoins is going to be super fantastic, right? So, food for thought, guys. That's my thoughts on Bitcoin, where I think it's going to top, and my word of caution when it comes to being careful when you're hearing some of these price predictions. I watched a lot of people lose out on making a lot of money because they believed in hype and emotion. Okay? Guys, also, if you're new to crypto and you need guidance in this space, you need help, you need mentorship from someone who's been through multiple bull runs and can help you navigate this space and get out of it with your profits intact. There's no shame in having your hand held by a community of people who've been through multiple bull runs and can get you where you need to go and make sure you're leaving this market with your profits intact, not being damaged by hype and emotion. We just give you the real deal. We help you front run the market. We help you make sure you're getting out of this market with your profits intact. We teach you TA, we teach you tokenomics, we teach you how to do research. We teach you how to control the emotional and mental sentiment in the market so that it's not controlling you. We help you devise exit strategies and profit-taking plans. We teach you how to roll your profits from one project to another so that you can compound your gains. We teach you swing trades. We do a lot of swing trades over there. We just did one the other day. We drop daily altcoin picks, micro cap gems, daily mentorship coaching calls that you can book yourself into. You can even select a tier and get yourself into one-on-one coaching calls if you want more privacy and need more one-on-one assistance, and so much more, guys. So check it out today. The link is down below in the description. We have 8 different chat rooms buzzing with thousands of members. One of the best communities in crypto, guys. Listen, there's a reason that it's a little more than a Happy Meal to join, as opposed to a lot of these other channels that are charging over $100, close to $1,000. It's because we don't think that you should have to already be rich to be able to get help getting rich, right? So jump aboard, guys. You're not going to find a place. I've had multiple people tell me that they've come from other Discords and Patreons that are 5 times more expensive and give you less than half of the quality and quantity that you get and the help that you get. You get one-on-one assistance with us. You don't just get cookie cutter stuff for everybody, okay? So check it out today, guys. The link is down below. Let us give you the tools you need to succeed in this space. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.